Words have really big power. Alright, I gonna burn all the lies in this world to dust. The heart fire calls. Earlier, when I was throwing rubbish to my yard container, then I was walking near all these rushes, so I was feeling like stupid shy little kid. Now when I'm saying all this, I feel free and strong as never before. I did impossible work by moving those mountains of thoughts, of morals. In previous videos, I was shouting for humanity to start a medicine revolution, especially in the case of mental awareness and autism. I am liberal Christian and I am self-diagnosed ADHD, autism and Asperger's syndrome. I have Ukrainian and Crimean Tatar and Hebrew blood genetics. And this is not a joke, it's not a dumbness, it's years of my hard logic work on society. I want all scientists to count this blog as my dissertation to become a doctor of social communications. I don't think that I ask too much, as I know that I know truth and it's a real exit for humanity from war and all this stupid chaos. Society is making robots from autistic but by its ignorance. Your behavior and your cruelty are making robots from us. It's conservating and it's very cold feeling. It's still too much xenophobia or xenophobia, I don't remember how the pronunciation, around the world. Xenophobia around the world. Xenophobia in all countries and in all social structures, even in police. They all try to delete us from society, in cages of our rooms, jails and hospitals. And mostly I'm interested to solve the problem of xenophobia against autists. I am tired that they are counting us as rubbish, as stupid psychos that only must shut up and lay in the hospital. Enough. Please listen to me, please let's unite, and I'm very in need of your support and sharing. Of course, this doesn't suit to all folks, because there are a lot of kind people now, volunteers who is supporting such people, and God loves you so much. And I am grateful to every one of you so much, and to those who is supporting me by communicating with me. Some of my well-known soldiers told me that it's good to feel clean and breathe clean air, reproaching me for the fact that I argue for the wall of Ukraine and Ukrainians, while he fighting in mud of trenches. But the truth is, only a pure soul can be better than clean clothes and a clean body when you fight for the truth all your life and speak it. The truth is here. God is with me, and may God have mercy upon my enemies, 'cause I won't. With God. Next part contains my appeal to European Court of Human Rights. My full name is Denis Volodymyrovich Chepurnyi. Postcode 69114. Zaporizhia region, Khortytsky district, Zaporizhia city. Heroев of the 93rd Brigade Street. Building 1A, apartment 41. My email is denis.chepurnyi with letter J at the end. icloud.com. I ask that the above-mentioned personalities, state institutions, and parts of society be considered guilty of a crime and complicit in the systematic violence against me and my family due to the delay in establishing the correct diagnosis, irresponsibility in prescribing drugs, incompetence in determining the correct diagnosis, and anti-human false treatment methods. Russian Federation, the biggest influence of this country on our country, on Ukraine. Oligarchs of Ministry of Health of Ukraine, directors and doctors of Zaporizhia hospitals number 1 and child clinic number 5 of Khortytsky district, student hospital in Zhovtnevy district, psychiatric clinic on Sidova Street, building 6, hospital number 9, Borodinsky district, Ukrainian deputies of all convocations since 1996. All the officials who for years pocketed money from state institutions, teachers and principals of Russian-speaking schools, collaborators and rich medical and educational oligarchs connected with them, and all oligarchs. I mentioned the deputies since 1996 because it was from this year that it was possible to examine me, ask the right questions to my parents, and find out that I have childhood seizures, convulsions, epileptic kind seizures, tuberous sclerosis, attention deficit syndrome, autism, and atrophy of cerebral cortex. All these are very difficult and painful diagnoses. It was the result of unspeakable pain, suffering, lost decades of time, loss of normal relations with parents, loss of friends and personal relationships. As a victim of psychological and medical violence, social violence, and as a person with limited abilities, I demand transfer and officially approve my appeal to the European Court of Human Rights. Create decent conditions for people with mental illnesses. Invite auditors from the European Union to control and bring to the ideal every Ukrainian psychiatric hospital. Establish a law that will force every hospital to attract qualified doctors, diagnostics consultants who will be able and most importantly will want to consciously perform their work in their specialty. To collect from the above persons a fee for the moral damage caused to me and my parents. These illnesses also causes physical damage. To collect material damage. To collect fines for this from collaborators and rich medical and educational oligarchs who are connected with them and all other oligarchs. Also attribute guilt to each collaborator in crimes against humanity and against the Ukrainian people. Murders, war victims, racism, ethnic intolerance, discrimination, criminal inaction, political and psychological expansion of Ukrainians, Crimean Tatars, and Jews. Reform all universities into universities with a Waldorf education system, thus creating decent conditions for people with special needs. Provide me with decent treatment and diagnosis. To be employed officially with the normal level of the official minimum wage. Establish government agencies controlling the employment of persons with special needs. Comply with the Istanbul Convention. Time to stop their eating of taxpayers' monies and getting fat at our expense. I will spread this message publicly and actively until humanity will be changed. My father worked at the factory for almost half a century. This hard work counts for 10 people being worked. And also my mother was working on very dangerous work factory for health. I highly appreciate their efforts, unlike oligarchs. Appreciate so much that I'm ready to start a revolution in the whole world in the case when my demands will be ignored. Because honest people doesn't deserve to have their rights and freedoms so much violated.